Can the Circus Circus in Las Vegas here survive? That's the question we have today. This is called Will It Close Wednesday, or Will It Survive Wednesday, or Will It Last Wednesday? I have to make something with Will It Last. What do you think I should call it? Tell me in the comments below. This is a speculatory video. I have no information that this property, Circus Circus, is closing. I have no idea. I don't know if they're gonna kick me off for filming in front of it. For all I know, they'll pull a Bellagio on me like they did. But we're gonna speculate and talk about things I've heard. And by the way, there's no rumor that says this thing is closing. I'm not telling you not to stay here. If you have a trip booked, if you have a convention, an event, something of that matter, you should probably just stay with these guys and go off their official word. But for right now, we have to talk about the situation in Las Vegas, the pandemic that we're living in, if it's benefited the Circus Circus, because believe it or not, it might have. But we also have to talk about things that I've heard from my sources, and I don't know if it's going to be something that gets me in hot water. So you tell me in the comments below what I should name this segment. We'll do it on Wednesdays. You also tell me if you think this place here is had its day in the sun, or if you think that the opening of the huge resorts world right behind me right here is going to be something that bodes well for them in the long run. So my name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the future notifications, and throw me a like. And if you guys want to do that, that's great. If you guys want to further support the channel, head on over to the Patreon. You guys can be in the credits of the video. We also have YouTube memberships now. I'll put that in the link if you guys want to, the first comment to this video. Both Patreon and YouTube, you're going to get one special live stream a month with me and the members. Everybody else, live streams are free. Nothing's changed for you guys. We also have, what is that, VegasFacemasks.com. The only two you'll ever need. Ooh, there you go. We call this one Tiger King on the website. 2 for $25, ships anywhere. Commercial's over. There you go. So the Circus Circus, upon reopening, a lot of people were like speculating what properties would reopen. This place here opened on June 4th. Hey, kudos to Phil Ruffin. He opened the Circus Circus. He also opened up the Treasure Island on June 4th. And everybody was looking at whether Wall Street was going to give money to these properties. They did. I don't know if this one got any money. From what I'm hearing from my source, it might have been a challenge. They might have gotten nothing. I don't know. It's a privately held company. You're not going to find out. There's no SEC. There's no kind of tracing of the money, and that's the way it works. But this property here has so much history. I mean, the Circus Circus has been around since, what, the 60s? If not the 70s. When it opened up, it was never a place for kids originally. When you opened up, you would still have guys in tuxedos and girls in gowns. Gals in gowns coming, gals in gowns? You have women in gowns coming through this property. They had some gimmicks. They had circus barkers up on the gaming areas. They had raffles that they would do. They would try to raffle off Tiffany-style jewelry and stuff like that. And then they were the first ones, of course, to install a lot of slot machines. A lot. I talked about this in a previous video, the psychology of the slot machines. This place here standardized the cheap buffet in Las Vegas, made it such a big deal that they were serving more food than any other place in the entire state of Nevada, with the exception of the Nevada penitentiary system, the jails, the prisons. So this place here did a lot of good for Las Vegas. Big top shows inside. Oh my gosh, when did that ever happen? Being in movies like Diamonds Are Forever with James Bond, this was a lot of firsts for this property behind me. And now we ask if it's seen its day in the sun. Some people were concerned. Would families travel to Las Vegas after it opened up again? Where would we get our people from? Well, there's tons of kids on the Strip right now. Some of you guys are of the same mindset of me, which is that Vegas is probably not a place for children. But if you do have to bring them, and you do have the family at home, and the kids can't go back to school, and they can't go to the pools, and you can't go to the YMCA, do people still go to the YMCA? If you have to go somewhere with your family, you come to Vegas, you're probably going to stay right here at the Circus Circus. And so the question is, though, in this video, will it last? Will it last on Wednesdays? I can't say for sure. You know, Vital Vegas is on Twitter saying all sorts of things. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. He actually said something, oh no, Circus Circus. We know these folks are laying people off. They have some permanent layoffs coming. That is not a good thing. We know that there could be more permanent layoffs coming after that. If that is the case, it's possible that they just don't have the revenue they need, the revenue they want. It's also possible that they also don't have their Wall Street money that people need in Las Vegas to function. See, these casinos will get money from Wall Street investments, and they will use that to fund their properties while they try to make a profit and then pay off those loans. At least that's how I understand it. If I'm completely wrong, be nice in the comments and let me know. But this area on the Strip is primed for a renaissance, isn't it? You know, we have the Circus Circus behind me. We also have behind that, we have Resorts World. Resorts World's going to be a giant property. Not too far down the road, we got the Wynn and the Encore. Not too far up the street, we have the Stratosphere, and right beside me, of course, we have the giant, huge, unfinished Fountain Blue, known as the Drew now. And if these things ever open, then we're gonna have an awesome area on North Las Vegas Boulevard, close to the end of the Strip, right by the Sahara up here, where people will wanna come and they wanna enjoy themselves. But until that happens, which could be years and years from now, with Resorts World being the first one that opens in 2021, we don't know what the future is gonna hold. Will people get a second stimulus? Will they come to Las Vegas? That's a question. Will Phil Ruffin do something fantastic and over the top with the property? There was talks of him importing a Cirque du Soleil show from New York called The Magician. There was talks of him doing something awesome in the back, like building a giant water park on the property, getting rid of the manor and getting rid of the RV park in the back, and just going all out and spending a ton of money. But does he have that money? Does Wall Street trust him to lend him that money? Would it be something that would revitalize the north end of the Strip? Absolutely. But now we ask, will Circus Circus be relegated to a museum of sorts? I think a Cirque du Soleil themed resort would work really, really well here. Kind of ties into what they already have. But if he does decide to sell it, he would be selling it most likely to fuel the Treasure Island and keep that property open. Because when it comes to Las Vegas, Treasure Island, obviously closer down to all the action. Obviously a better choice for people who want to stay here. Obviously a better choice for people who want to be closer to everything. But I guess it's all about changes, right? I mean, nobody knew that this property sitting behind me, so I can get that in view, nobody knew that that giant property would sit vacant for what, over a decade now? Nobody knows if that property is going to be finished. And nobody knows if the Circus Circus is kind of limited in its time in Las Vegas. So I ask you, are you coming to the Circus Circus while you come here? Is it some place that you want to go? Is it some place you think it's going to be good to stay at? Would you bring your kids to Circus Circus, or are you just not comfortable with the property right now? Some people worried about things like sanitation and health measures. So far, I haven't heard of any cluster outbreaks at any property, except for maybe the Cosmo back in the day. But even then, that's like information that leaked out into the media. I can't substantiate it. They're sure as heck not going to tell me. The only one we know for sure is the Wynn, where they had 300 employees test positive. One thing's for sure, if you're coming to Circus Circus, do the same things you do anywhere else. Enjoy the property for what it is, okay? Go see the Circus Midway. I don't know if it's running right now, but if it's not running right now, at least enjoy some of the gaming. You can't get that anywhere else in Las Vegas. They have a great steakhouse at Circus Circus. You might want to check that out. It's an iconic property. It's been in the movies. You're going to have a fun time. If you're up here, just don't walk north during nighttime because it gets a little bit dicey. And check out the new version of the Strip as it develops. Look at all this construction equipment behind me. I mean, it's pretty loud out here, but it is nice to have all this construction happening in a city that really sorely needs jobs right now. So you tell me, is it going to close? I don't know. Not really sure. But I know one thing. I'm happy that it's here for right now. I have plenty of memories up here, and I'd love to hear your opinion. So I am Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Hope I looked at my camera over here the whole time. I tend not to do that. Oh, man. This guy said, to heck with your blog video. I don't care. The north end of the Strip is definitely worth checking out. We got some good restaurants up here, but I don't know if I would stay up here, and that's just me. You do what's right for you. I appreciate you guys watching, sharing, liking. If you want to support the channel, leave us a comment. Check out the Facebook group, Not Leaving Las Vegas. We also have the Patreon, the YouTube memberships, all that stuff, and VegasFacemasks.com. You can actually send these as gifts if you want to people. We got Christmas stuff coming out too, but 2 for $25. Now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? So we're gonna go up to close to the camera. Thank you guys so much. Love you all for watching. 3, 2, 1, and click.